I think we're on. It seems like I'm moving with the motion. Sometimes it's hard for us to get on. See if anybody shows up. I may be here by myself. There's some people. Okay. Comment hello when you come on so I know you're here. Hello, Tracy. I'm glad you're here right now. It's just me and you. I hope some more folks will show up. There's a few more folks. Hello, folks. Welcome. Welcome to Coffee Time with John and Mama. I'm John, and Mama will be here in a minute. Welcome to our kitchen, and we're doing some good, healthy eating tonight. Not the most healthiest. I mean, I'm going to gum it up a little bit, but it's going to be good. And I want to show you how simple it is. Now, it's Wednesday night. You've worked all day. You probably don't want to come in and cook. And if you're going to church, or maybe you got Easter play practice, choir practice, this is super simple, quick and easy. And it qualifies as healthy. Now, I don't know if it's time to put some cheese on it. I don't know how healthy it all is, but it qualifies anyway. So, I'm going to bring you right down here. Y'all know what a charcuterie board is by now. Y'all have heard it, even learn how to say it. It took me a long time to even learn how to say well, I still don't know if it's char or char. Vegetable board. So, that's what I'm fixing tonight. Only it's going to be a roasted vegetable board. This is just the pan that comes in the Easy Bake, which the Easy Bake is KitchenAid toaster oven that Mama loves. We use it all the time. It's got convection, and it is an air fryer. And I'm going to make some of our favorite things, even though they could qualify as terribly healthy. It's the truth. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, these are cabbage steaks, and I'm just going to take a little piece off here. Now we're not doing a major eating tonight, but see, I'm just making a little disc here on this one. And I'm just going to put him right there. And I'm going to do one more. We're not going to do, sometimes I do 6, and then we eat on them for a day or two. But this situation, Mama's rattling them bags.
I'm sorry.
She wasn't going to give up on that one. I bet you're thinking, well, that's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it's a lot of good vegetables. So here we go. Now, here's the 2 cabbage steaks. Here is just some Roma tomatoes, red Roma tomatoes. Here is just some cauliflower, and all I did was sliced it. And just sliced it up real good. And here is just some of the sweet little baby bell peppers. And I'm just going to cut 3 of them. It doesn't take a lot to fill up a plate full of roasted vegetables. This is a simple go-to. Because we're doing the Easy Bake, it don't heat the whole house up. Folks, it's hot here today. I mean, like warm, like storm warm.
Storm warm.
Y'all have storm warm?
It was that way early this morning.
Yes, it was. I was up about 5:30, and I opened the door, and I thought, wow, because I was really expecting some cool morning there, but it wasn't. So now see, I'm just pushing these in here. All I'm doing is just making them little place for them on my board. In this case, it's a sheet pan. See there? Mama, tell the folks, do you like this mess?
I hope I like it real good. It's going to be supper.
We eat it occasionally.
Yeah.
We do some
I
roasted
don't know
vegetables.
if I do the peppers till they slay.
Well, now, I don't always do the peppers, but now this time I'm doing the peppers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a few carrots. I'll save those carrots for some ranch later.
Wow.
This is that new crazy double bottom strainer. It worked out real well, didn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
Now this is just some broccoli, and all I'm doing is slicing it in half. I feel like I've not got y'all where you can see a thing tonight. I'm just slicing it in half like that right there. I'm just going to lay it right there. I have a seating for 2 or 3 right over here, right this way. Right this way.
I started asking if you need the olive oil, and you think, oh,
I've got it, Mama.
you're on the ball.
I'm ready to cook. Now, because Mama loves the tomatoes, and I love the tomatoes, we're going to put a few extra of those on here. So this is just Roma tomatoes, red Romas. These are not fried green tomatoes. Now I do fried red tomatoes, and we love them, don't we, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
Now, there that is. Now look at that beautiful, beautiful platter of delicious vegetables. And now all I'm going to do is, this is just extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to drizzle it over these tomatoes, drizzle it all over these cabbage, these carrots, broccoli. Get a little drink there, broccoli. These peppers need a little drink, and these cauliflower need a little drink. That's that. Now, fresh squeezed lemon. Squeeze right out this Minute Maid. Well, I just squeezed it everywhere. And I'm just putting just a drizzle of it. If you don't have Minute Maid, by all means, use a fresh lemon. If you like them little lemon flavors, that's fine. Use that too. If it's that little plastic thing, it comes in the... I don't care for that one. Mama's so hungry, she's eating raw carrot. Yeah, carrots. This is just our universal seasoning, besides salt and pepper. A little bit of nature's seasoning. And I know some of y'all says it's got bad things in it, but that's, I don't know. We've been eating it so long. I learned all kinds of stuff talking to you all. I didn't know that red wine vinegar had wine. I thought it was just the name of it. And then I didn't know that this had something in it. So, oh, and Greek seasoning. Y'all told me it had MSG.
Everything we like has MSG.
They're telling me all kinds of stuff, Mama. I was perfectly happy burying my head in the sand. Now, what am I doing now? I've got lemon pepper. This is just lemon pepper.
You're drowning them in lemon pepper.
No, Mama, that wasn't drowned. It wasn't coming out that good. This is the piece de la resistance.
Can you see all the black on here?
That's nature's seasoning, Mama.
Oh, no, nature season's light.
Everything bagel seasoning. Mama, there's something burning on the stove.
They ain't done it. After you want me to leave.
No, Mama. Now, don't talk that way. This is good. This is everything bagel. Everything bagel. Now, I have preheated that oven. So it's on preheat. Mama, is that too much?
What good would it do to say?
Mama, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. And next, you put jalapeno peppers on the top. No, I'm not. I'm just sitting there talking about Mama.
Is that even open?
It's not even or uneven open, Mama.
What, there's one open?
This is Italian style cheese. This one's uneven open. Alright, now, all I'm going to do to this freshly grated cheese, is put it right over top. Now look here, this is the important part. This is the important part. This goes right over these tomatoes. Look at this. Watch this now. This is where maybe the unhealthy comes in. I mean, that and some of that MSG stuff that I might have poured on there, but this is where maybe a dash of unhealthy comes in. But those tomatoes have got to have this cheese, because that's the way we like it. I'm going to put just a little bit on top of these cabbages. Not as much as the tomatoes. And just a sprinkle on top of these cauliflowers. No,
Broccoli.
Green is broccoli, white's cauliflower, John. Get it right.
The kids at school would call them green trees.
Green trees.
And cauliflower white trees.
That's right. I agree with them kids. Folks, this is going to be even better than it looks, and it looks delicious. And that's it. That's a one-hit wonder. That's like a big old casserole of goodness. But now, Mama, can you put this right in that Easy Bake?
Yeah.
And we'll be ready to eat a delicious charcuterie. Roasted vegetables. Now that was easy, folks, and it's going to taste delicious. We love the cabbage steaks, just any way you fix them. I like to make them with Hasselback potatoes. And if you've never done Hasselback potatoes, they sound fancy, but they're simple. All you do is take your baked potato, lay you 2 spoons, 2 wooden spoons, or 2 of anything, just to keep you from cutting all the way through that potato. And you just slice it up, and you just, like your fingers, you just cut it up. And they'll split apart as they're baking, and they'll get a little crunchy down in there. You can add cheese and bacon. Oh, it's so good. It's different than a baked potato. It's the difference of a baked potato and maybe like a French fry almost. It's a cross between a French fry and a baked potato, if you do it just right. It's delicious. So tonight, this is supper. Delicious supper. I've made this before as a side, and I've made it before as the main meal. If you make it as a side, you can just sort of put them all out on there, and well, you could this too, but just having those good roasted vegetables with a hamburger steak, that's delicious. But we're not going to do any meat tonight.
Take that one rack out and switch it around.
How to do what, Mom?
Take that water rack out and put it up there.
Oh, the wire rack. I thought something happened.
Yeah.
Let's see what y'all are doing. Are you toasting them vegetables in the oven? Yes, ma'am, I am. Georgia, I'm putting them in the Easy Bake. But the Easy Bake, people ask me every once in a while, what is this Easy Bake y'all talk about? It's on our Amazon site. We have an Amazon site. You can go in, you can pick it out right there. But it's just the KitchenAid toaster oven with a air fryer. And the way that story goes is we had one, loved it. Mama said she would like to try an air fryer. And we looked at them, and they all took up a lot of counter space. Or you had to store them and pull them out. And we knew if we stored it, we would never get it out and use it. It had to be on the counter, ready for us to use, or we just wasn't going to use it. So I got to looking for air fryers, and this popped up. And I thought, that looks just like our KitchenAid toaster oven. Well, we'd had our toaster oven 4 or 5 years. And y'all know we have a canning kitchen out in the garage. And I told Mama, I said, let's just take this toaster oven, put it in the garage. We'll use it for cooking out there and heating up stuff when we have get-togethers. Or if we're just out there, we can hook us up something in it. And we'll just buy this upscaled KitchenAid with an air fryer. And we've used it, and we've liked it. It came with an air fryer basket. Some of y'all are big on air frying. I've heard people say everything they cook, just about they put in an air fryer. We do a lot of things, but we've not really ventured into everything yet. But we may sometime. I don't know. Going to have leftover pizza. Sharon, that's good. Delicious. If you have a Micro Pro Grill, Sharon, they heat pizza up to brand new again. I like leftover pizza. And the Micro Pro Grill brings it right back like brand new, like you just got it tonight. I didn't believe that either, because you can always tell it's leftover pizza. You can't. Mama's got me wanting a carrot.
Pretty good.
Maybe because it's Easter.
I hadn't thought about that. You're
Tuna
putting
salad
all the
sandwich.
spices?
Yes, Mom, unless you want to put a little bit more, if I didn't put enough now.
No, we're fine.
She's going to get me. She'll be mad. These little ones I love. Do y'all know where these come from? This is what they come up with to do with the ugly carrots. They whittle them down, and these come from the... People just don't like ugly food, evidently. Because if the carrot's crooked, or don't look just right, or don't look like a picture-perfect carrot, they have to do something with it. And so, they made these little mini carrots. And they're just really whittled down out of big carrots. But they're so sweet if they're good. I look on the package and I find the ones that are grown in California seem to be the sweetest. Is that real? I don't know. That's just my observation. And that's just something maybe I've made up. But I swear I believe it's the truth. You think so too, don't you, Mama?
Yeah, they seem awful sweet.
They seem sweeter.
Or it's a mindset on one.
So some of y'all have said, do you all have low carb diets? Do you have low calorie, healthier food? I'm trying to eat healthier. Can you come up with something? This is healthier. You can leave that cheese off, and it's good. But now those red tomatoes with that cheese on it, back me up, Mama. Don't we love them?
Yeah, they're good.
They are good. They're very good. And we put that in there. It's been there how long, Mama? If you put it in there 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Been there about 2 minutes. We got a few minutes to go. So what are y'all having and what are y'all up to? I love to bake those little carrots. Let's see what you're saying. In brown sugar and a little cinnamon. Angela, I'm right with you, but I was trying to go healthier. But you can't beat carrots in brown sugar. Let me tell you a secret ingredient for your carrots. Don't tell everybody. This is just between us. If you'll put just a little bit of orange juice in them, they taste so good. A little bit of sugar, a little brown sugar, a little orange juice. Makes carrots delicious, doesn't it, Mama?
Yeah.
That little splash of orange juice. And by splash, I mean a couple of tablespoons in a regular pot of them, a kettle of them, whatever y'all call it, saucepan. I need to remember to look for California on the baby. Well, you all just do your own little side-by-side comparison, Susan. Y'all let me know what you think. But now, I believe that she says, my brother said California grown oranges are better. Now, Lois, I probably it is. I've never done the orange study, but I've done the carrot study. And I just noticed sometimes I'd get them and they'd be really sweet. And I was trying to watch my, intake there for a while, a couple of years ago, and I would buy bags of them. And I would take a Ziploc bag of them to work every day. And, it's got a crunch, and you get to chew. And sometimes you're missing texture when you're dieting. So I use those in place of chips. So I would take like a hamburger patty, and I'd put a little bit of thin slice of cheese on it, and I would have hamburger patty, and I would put tomato and lettuce, no bun. And then I would use carrots on the side just for a little bit of crunch, or to make me think I was eating a really orange French fry. It was a stretch. But it's good. And I noticed that sometimes I would get them and they'd be really sweet. Sometimes not so much. And I got to notice what brand is the sweetest and what this and that. I got to notice if it was said grown in California, I always thought it was a little bit sweeter. Mama's swiping and I'm wiping.
Getting the carrots and junk out here.
You did a good job, Mama. I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Love your recipes. Just curious, what is your full-time job, John? Amy, you're the 10,000th person that wants to know. My job, I work with the state, but my job we're allowed to tell where we work. It's not top secret. I'm not a double knot spy like Jethro. But my work has a policy that if you post anything on social media and if you put you work at, then every time you do a video or you say anything, you have to do a disclaimer and say the views expressed in this video are the views of my personal views and not the views of. I don't want to do that every time because I would forget. So I've just made it a policy not to. It's not near as exciting is I'm making it sound, and it's not mysterious. And people know where I work, but as long as I don't post where I work or say I work here, because someone could say he works at so and so, and he said. So I don't want to get into that. It's nothing. I love my job. I love the people I work with. I have a great team, and they're awesome. And I wish I could just brag on and tell you all these wonderful things, but that's the reason I don't, put it on here. It's nothing mysterious or anything like that. It's just simply there's a policy that I can tell. They don't care for us telling. It's just you have to put a disclaimer on each and every time you do that. I would forget. I've been here all the time saying, all that stuff I said 2 days ago, that was just me. That wasn't where I work. Y'all know what a problem that would become. She didn't ask where you work. Didn't she?
What does she?
She didn't ask where she worked. She asked what do you do? I don't know how to separate that, Tawanda. I mean, where I work and what I do would be very, Can't separate the two. Have pickles and carrots are high in sugar, yeah. Carrots are high in sugar. But I pass it off and say it's natural sugar. My sister's works with the state also. She is retired now. Lucky her, Donna. I think we all look for retirement, even though I love my job. And I would miss it. Retirement sounds good too some days, doesn't it? Good evening, Maxine. How are you? Hey, Margaret. Thank you all for the thumbs up and the hearts. A friend of mine pureed baby carrots. Let's see what this is. And made carrot soup. It was absolutely delicious. Preston, that sounds delicious. I love squash soup. I would like carrot soup. You must be CIA. Deborah. Let's go with that. That sounds exciting. Or like Jethro. Jethro was a double malt spy. Like 007. Hey, Ron, thank you for those stars. Thank you, Sharon. I'm glad you caught us too. Hi, John and Mama. Love watching you both. Hello from Seymour, Indiana. So what are y'all cooking? You always make me smile. It doesn't matter. Well, thank you, Sharon. I'm glad we do make you smile. I hear those vegetables. They're singing. I love that. And there's something about, like if you're fixing a steak and then the initial, it's like applause or like. Do y'all have trouble with the calm commercial? This is just a personal question, totally off the subject. It just hit me when I went. Every time that Calm commercial. Now, I like the Calm. I have the Calm app. I mean, I'm not throwing off on Calm, but there's an app called Calm, and it just plays rain or it plays something. Every time that Calm commercial comes on and they're doing rain, I think the TV's gone off the station. Every time, if I'm not watching it and I'm just, I hear the TV going, whoosh, I'm like, where the TV is gone off, and I have to go check it out. Or I have to look. No, it's the Calm commercial. You would think eventually I would realize it, but I'm so in tune to that noise of it being static and off from that I think the TV's gone off. Am I the only one? PB&J sandwich, that sounds good. Roasted Brussels sprouts. Diabetics cannot sweet carrots. Shauna, they can't. Well, Mama's going to do a few, but I didn't put many on there. Hello, Wanda. Steak and baked potatoes. Oh, that sounds good. Mama, we've not had that in a while. We have wind strong enough. But we have a lot of wind too. Mama was just saying this is the windiest April she remembers. We have had high winds, and it's been windy today. And it's been stormy today. A lot of y'all have asked, and I appreciate it. We've not had that hard of storms here on this border, but I are asking for prayers for Kentucky and Tennessee border. They have had some storms out west. We up here in the Northeast have not had any of those. We've had some high winds, and we've had some bad weather. Well, I'm gonna call it bad because it's just been rainy and overcast, but it's not been like, we've had a few chairs blown over and a few things like that, but it's not been terrible. But there are some folks that have had some major storms. I'll still keep them in our prayers, for sure. We just had is that sauerkraut and potatoes and kielbasa sausage. Is that what you're saying? Hey Carol, how are you? Last night I had fried chicken livers, fried green tomatoes, baked sweet potatoes. Not sure what we're having tonight. Well, Ruth, you should have leftovers tonight. That sounds wonderful. Lord, I got in trouble for talking about chicken livers the other night. Some of y'all was upset. I said, why are y'all talking about chicken livers so much? So we won't get into that tonight. We'll behave. But we're going to have some. We're going to have some chicken livers before too long. Mama's bought them. They're froze. Are they froze, Mama? There's another carrot. Long. I'm full of carrots now, Mama. That's the reason I used to eat them. They're filling. It's been rainy all day there, too. Air fryers, fish fillets, that's good. Janine, it's been rainy in you said Greenwood, Indiana. I think Alabama and Tennessee, and we're all having a very similar weather. Actually, fresh fried something. Fish, peas, and rice and okra. Oh, that sounds great.
Should we empty the bowl from?
Yes, ma'am. It only had like 6 carrots in it. I've ate every one of them. Other ones you got. We tried tip and potato salad plus baked beans. Claudia, that baked beans sounds good. 2 years ago, April 20th. Oh no. No, I hate that. Her brother and his girlfriend passed away in a tornado 2 years ago.
Oh my goodness, that's awful.
We have had some bad storms come through here. Linda, I love chicken livers too. When are you going to do a cook together again? Deborah, somebody said the 30th, but it's the week before the 30th the other night. I just said yeah because I didn't know the difference. It's the week after Easter. So this is Easter week, Sunday. So not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. We're going to do 7-layer salad on about 6 o'clock.
Does this look like you want it to, or you need it?
It's looking delicious, Mama. I think that looks perfect. Folks, look here. Mama has brought out our little charcuterie board of goodness. Now look at that. Look at those tomatoes. You see that brown cheese on there and how they just sort of take into it? And look at that cabbage. It's wonderful. Those carrots. Let me see if the carrots are tender. That will be the... Now, Mama, these carrots ain't tender. You want them tender. They're perfect.
They're eatable.
They're perfect.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Come on over, Mama. What are you drinking?
Well, I have a pot right down there. If you'll hand it to me. Can you read it?
Yes, ma'am. Y'all, y'all sweet tea was on here the other night, and they had made a comment, and today they sent me some y'all sweet tea, and so we're gonna make it, and we'll have some y'all. Mama, we match. No, that's purple.
Purple.
This is blue. We look like we match on the video.
Well, we don't. I'm purple.
We don't. You're purple. Folks, we're gonna bless this, and then we're gonna enjoy it. We'll show you what we had. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for the blessings that you've given us, dear Lord, when it's asked for the nourishment of our bodies. And dear Lord, be with all those that are facing storms. And dear Lord, just be with each and every person that's facing illnesses and other things. Be with each and every one of our friends that comes on, and just be with all the prayer requests, those spoken and unspoken, dear Lord. And we just pray for your leadership and guidance. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, Mama. I know better.
I want that little piece of cabbage.
That one?
Yeah.
You calling that little?
Ain't it littler than that?
Mm-hmm. Look at that cabbage, folks. I know better than to pick your stuff out here because you are picky.
Yeah. Just a knife to cut that.
Yeah, we probably might need a knife for this steak. Now, I know you like tomatoes, so I'm going to give you 3 of them.
You're a good fella.
That's one of Mama's favorite. It's some roasted red tomatoes. We order this on our pizza. There's a place here in town, which they're going to be leaving us.
That's the sad part.
Heritage Pizza, and they are going to be going. And they're moving, and we wish them well. We love them, and they're good people. But, you know, there's a time for change, and everybody has to do what they know. You want the... But anyhow, they make delicious cheeseburger pizza with tomatoes on it. And we enjoy it. So, Mama will have to learn how to make that pizza now.
Oh, my goodness.
Mama, I may send you out Heritage to work a day or two.
I think
You could
they're
help 'em.
closed.
They ain't yet, Mama. You could help them for a day or two to learn how to make that pizzas. All right, folks.
You're all time wanting to get me another job.
Well, Mama, I'm just thinking of you. Looky here. Look at that beautiful plate.
Vegetable plate.
Now, isn't that wonderful looking? It's all vegetables, but it's all good. Now, if you want to put some bacon on here, I would not be against that. It would be very tasty. Very tasty. If you want to add chopped beef steak to it, that's tasty. And I'll tell you something else you can do and still have a one-hit wonder. One dish, one pan. Get some smoked sausage and lay on there with that. It flavors the whole dish. It's delicious. We just didn't do it tonight. That don't mean we won't do it another night because we do that. We do that. Cabbage is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Did I over-season, Mama?
I got one little hot bite, but not bad.
Mama, I didn't put nothing hot on it.
Something's got hot.
A piece of black pepper. That's the only thing in there that could be a little warm. Now look at that tomato. Look, it's just perfectly roasted. If you've never eaten roasted tomatoes, or if you've only eaten green tomatoes, you're missing out. You can put a little oregano on these, and you'll swear you're having just a little tiny pizza. It's good. What do you think about those tomatoes, Mama?
Tomatoes are real good. I like tomatoes.
Mama loves them. Mama, you're talking low again. I know you say you
Well,
don't.
I got a piece of cheese and tomato in my mouth. I was trying to get out.
I know you say you don't, but you are.
Yeah, I do.
Maggie heard the clitter clatter of a little
Fork.
plate and fork, and here comes the pitter patter of her little feet. I have to say, these carrots are more tasty than those raw ones.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this broccoli. Look how green and beautiful. That's delicious too. This is a meal that we don't do terribly often, but sometimes, especially after this weekend, eating heavy mashed potatoes and casseroles and all that delicious stuff at
Next weekend. I do.
church potluck, and then next weekend will be sort of the repeat.
Not as much.
Not as much though, because not as much. It's good just to get something that clean feeling. I don't know. You can change this up any way you want to. And you can leave it in there a little longer and brown it a little bit. I believe it's trying to blow up another rain.
No.
But this is extremely easy. Now, what did I put on here? I know somebody's going to say. I didn't even put salt and pepper on it, did I? No. I just put nature's seasoning, Morton's nature's seasoning. I put McCormick lemon pepper. I put a little bit of lemon juice. And I put everything bagel seasoning. And it's delicious.
And olive oil.
And olive oil. Of course, olive oil. The Everything Bagel Seasoning is on our Amazon site because that's where I have to get mine. Well, I could get it at the big store, but it costs more at the big store than what I can get on Amazon. Can you imagine how good that... I mean, could you imagine that a little bit of heat and a little bit of spices would make cauliflower taste that good?
No, I like cauliflower better than I do the broccoli, and you like broccoli better than you do cauliflower.
I like both of them, but...
I didn't want that.
Take two. Put it over in my plate. It just landed right there beside my plate. It's that tender. It just fell right off that fork. Forget it.
Replay.
Forget it. Here it is. Look how wonderful that cauliflower is. And it's just perfect. And it's slippery. Not really, but it won't hold on a fork because it's so tender. That's what you get for trying to put on airs in front of company in it, Mama.
Mm-hmm. Do yourself.
Use them fingers. It won't hurt. I mean, I don't recommend eating mashed potatoes with your fingers, but a little piece of cauliflower. I can't believe I dropped that twice. Yeah, I can.
Easy done.
There's no limit to my craziness, is there, Mama?
No, there's not.
Folks, we're going to go. We're going to finish this up. And we're going to go to church. Somebody will be here to sit with Maggie in a few minutes. I hope she don't fall in love and leave us, Mama.
She might.
Here's a shortcut. Forget everything I fixed tonight, except for those Roma tomatoes and a little bit of that Italian cheese, and have that for supper. I could make a total meal out of some pasta and some roasted red tomatoes, and that's all I would have to have to have a whole meal. Just make some pasta with some olive oil and put some roasted red tomatoes on it with some cheese and a little bit of seasoning. It's delicious. You can use just, if you don't have these other seasons, you can just use oregano or just salt and pepper. It's delicious. Now, somebody will probably comment on here and tell me I've just talked about some kind of pasta dish that I should know the name of, but I don't. Like the Arnold Palmer the other night. So, roasted red tomatoes and pasta with olive oil and cheese. Is that something already? Or did I make up something new? Let's try these little sweet peppers. They're roasted, so they're just perfect. Now, these are not hot. These are just little sweet peppers. They're so good. That heat just brought out all that flavor. And they're delicious. They really are, aren't they, Mama?
I ain't eating.
Mama, they're not hot. And they're delicious. You don't want to try one?
No.
Here, cut off a little piece of that one. Try it. You'll like it.
My stomach gets tore up about this.
You think your stomach will be tore up over a little pepper?
It might.
See, look here. Here's all that everything bagel in there. And they're just so tender and delicious. And then that pepper is gotten good and warm, and it's it just, the flavor just pops. So we'll call this our roasted charcuterie board, because this is the same thing you would put on a charcuterie board if you, unless you, and you could even add some cheese, and it's got cheese on it, but you could add some cheese and maybe some little pepperonis or something, and have them right on there, and you with this. But the roasted makes a difference. It makes it delicious. Mama, you got anything else tonight?
No. I'm eating like a pig. I ain't eating nothing.
Mama's starved to death. She don't get fed or nothing. I froze you all up. I mean, we're days away.
Days away.
Paula Deen house seasoning is awesome too. Oh, Lisa, I'll have to try that. I hope Paula Deen ain't watching tonight and seeing me use the wrong kind. Paula, if you're watching, I apologize. I'll get some of your house seasoning. I'm sure she watches. Me and Mama.
Paula Deen.
Paula Deen, surely she's watching, Mama.
Surely.
I like Paula Deen. I like her cooking. I like to watch her shows. She's down to earth. I enjoy her. She's from Savannah. She's Southern. Good people. That's just a little bit of broccoli that earlier may not have even tasted good. But now, since it's been roasted with all that olive oil and that vegetables, just as tender, delicious, wonderful. Wonderful. Hello, everybody. Well, hello, Colleen. How are you? Hey, Barbara. How are you? Hey, Lisa. Mama, for her to think it was too spicy, she's eating good tonight. Now, Mama, have you really run into any extra hot spicy?
No, it's just a little warm at times.
You mean you accidentally get about with some flavor in it?
Yeah, with the pepper, maybe what it is.
It's good, though, ain't it?
Mm.
What do you think about that cabbage?
It's good.
You're awful quiet tonight, Mama.
I've had my mouth full the whole time.
She's eating, ain't she? Folks, we're going to go. You all have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. Right now, the sun's shining. It's shiny, overcast. Take it while you can get it. Enjoy it. Find you something good to eat tonight. Make you some memories. Spend some time with your family. Love on each other. Just enjoy your evening. Enjoy your life. Life is terribly short, so let's enjoy every minute we can. And find just something like roasted vegetables, if nothing else. Well, hopefully, the Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday.
If I eat good, you might give me a steak some one of these days.
Yeah, Mama's wanting a steak. Well, we might do that, Mama. Now that I've been talking about Hasselback potatoes, I'm wanting one.
Mm.
You could have even put some potatoes on here and roasted them. That would have been good. Try those Hasselbacks. We'll be trying them, I think. Mama, let's try some. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon. Maybe a piece of steak and a Hasselback potato.
Well, I want the baked potato now.
All right, Mama.
Who was it mentioned it a while ago? They've had me up thinking.
Well, we'll do a baked potato. We'll do whatever you want, Mama. I might make baked potato and a Hasselback potato.
Oh, wow.
I love roasted vegetables. June, they're just so good. Mama eats. Mama is. Yeah, I know. Mama eats. Mama eats. She don't have no problem eating. It's just sometimes she forgets to eat. Sometimes she don't eat what I want her to eat.
I don't like some of the stuff you want me to eat.
She's eat probably a 5-gallon bucket of black jelly beans.
Oh, Johnny.
Okay. 1 gallon. Do y'all like black jelly beans? Me either. Mama loves them. Mama's that your favorite jelly bean?
I guess. I like all jelly beans.
I do too. It's pure sugar. What's not to like? I mean, you're just eating colored flavored sugar. You're basically just eating Kool-Aid without the liquid. I mean, it's just pure sugar with coloring. That's it. Okay, Mama. That's our last goodbye. Y'all have a good night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a great one.